Hey everyone, haven't made a video in forever, so I thought I should probably make one now. It's more of an update video, actually, but yeah. Recently I've been really into the indie game scene, the independent video games. I started pretty much a long time ago, actually, with a game called Limbo. I really enjoyed the silhouette style of the video game, and the fact that there really isn't a plot, until you get to the end, and then you can pretty much figure out your own kind of story for it. I have my own rendition of the story, but yeah, it all pretty much went off from Limbo, and actually I got really obsessed with a video game called Super Meat Boy that my friend came over and actually played, and I was like, oh my god, what is this game? It's very similar to N+, the ninja game where you're like jumping off walls and stuff, but I really enjoyed the humor in the game, and it's kind of dark, and I sort of got into that kind of theme. I started looking up the creator, Edmund McMillen, every time, McMillan, and I found out that he created a game called The Binding of Isaac, which I really enjoyed because it, yeah, every time you start a new game, it's randomized. You start in a new place and you start with new items around the world, the map, and there's a whole religious theme behind it, and the expansion Wrath of the Lamb was really good. Had added a whole bunch of stuff. It was really cool. And actually, after hearing Edmund talk in the indie game movie, I got to hear how he came up with a bunch of other games. So I downloaded the Basement Collection, which are his games that he created before his rising, if that made sense, before he became a bit bigger with Super Meat Boy and The Binding of Isaac. And some games on that are Coil, which is a really cool story, Either, which is very fun. I beat it twice in one sitting because it was just easy and I wanted to see if there was anything new. Um, the original Meat Boy, the Flash version of it, that black and white, I believe, is on there, and it's still really hard, just like Super Meat Boy. But it's fun. I don't remember any other games right now. There's Triachnid, which is cool. I had my fiance Josh beat it for me because it was just it's very slow paced. And I couldn't really get the motion correctly because you have to move a spider, but all of his legs you have to move. There's only three in this because it's a triachnid. It's a thing. But yeah, other games I've been playing are Braid, which is a really cool game created by Jonathan Blow. It has mechanics of time travel, sort of. You can't die. You can always rewind time as much as you need to, I guess. And throughout the story, it's about this man named Tim who's searching for his princess. Tim did some bad things, and so the princess was taken by a monster. And that's what you're believing throughout the whole game. And every time you beat a world, you meet a guy, and he tells you that the princess is pretty much in another castle. So everything is pretty much the same. Levels getting increasingly harder, and then you finally get to a world called In Another Castle, and stuff starts to reveal from that point on, and you start to see that maybe the world you're seeing right now isn't how it's actually supposed to be seen. I won't go into too much detail over that. And another game called Bastion. I played this in two sittings. It's a pretty it's a some good, yeah, a good length of a game. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I watched Wheezy Waiter on YouTube play it in his Wheezy Games, I think it's called, his YouTube channel. Um, and I got through like the first video. It was very interesting. The narrator has this like deep, jazzy voice, and he narrates literally everything you do. You can just stand there, and the narrator will narrate it. Um, it was really cool, but I wasn't really into it at the time. And then finally I got it, and I think it came in the Humble Bundle, I'm pretty sure. Uh, I beat it. I just kept playing it. I don't know what happened, but I love the music. I have the soundtrack. I have two copies of the soundtrack. I have the music, the digital sheet music that you can buy. I have the digital art book thing. Uh, but yeah, it was a great game, and I really love how very linear the whole game was until the end. And then there was a decision you had to make. There was no decisions prior to this. Then there was one decision at the end, and that broke into another decision, and it literally right at the end, and it was really cool and really well done. Um, last of the games that I've been playing recently, Aquaria. It's another indie game where you're like this mermaid creature without a memory, and you start to find out a little bit more about her past, and you find these other races that actually like battled or something, and you get some of their powers, and you find out that some of her powers were from one race and the other ones were from the other race that battled each other. So she has powers that focused on rage and war, and then other ones that were more protective and like passive. So that's kind of conflicting. I didn't beat it yet. I really need to. But yeah. I've also been playing a game, not indie. It's pretty big, especially now with the third one coming out, BioShock. I haven't been playing it because I typically watch games on the internet because I get really paranoid and really stressed out very easily when it comes to games because I feel like I should be doing 100% of the game, like all of the achievements and everything, but I really just want to sit down, relax, hear a good commentary that I laugh a couple times, and just live vicariously through the YouTuber playing it. BioShock was that game for me, especially recently. I just finished it literally today, and I loved the ending so much. I loved it so much. I can't explain it. It was really good. And now I'm starting number 2, watching it. Well, no quotations, I'm literally watching it. I'm starting to play number 2. And so far it's really cool. You're playing as a Big Daddy now, so that's kind of interesting. I can't wait to see what this obsession leads me to, because usually I get really obsessed, where I need everything from that series or whatever, and I get so obsessed that it quickly, just like that, dies, and I won't want anything to do with it anymore. So I hope that's not like this. So far only 2 things have survived my obsession flame coming out and coming back. Sailor Moon, the anime, and Wicca, the lifestyle religion. For some reason I didn't always come back to that if I randomly get in a slump, pretty much religiously or hobby like, I guess. Other things I've been doing, I've been playing a MMO called Scarlet Blade. It's a Area Games video game, MMO, that just came out. Oh, it came out a while back actually, but the beta, I just started the night before the beta closed, and you're supposed to be getting to level 20 or to 29 to get a special item before the beta closes. I got to level 12 in one night though. That's not bad. Apparently the beta's back open, or the game's open now, so I have to play that again, maybe. The problem with that game is there's so much fan service. You can't play as a guy, it's all girls, and the more levels you go up, the more clothes come off, apparently. It's not my kind of game, but the actual fighting part of the game is kind of cool and sort of well done. I don't know, I'm conflicted. But yeah, another thing, so much updates. Another thing is I've been watching the show Veronica Mars. It aired in 2004 to 2007 with only 3 seasons, and now there's a huge thing with the Kickstarter I'm sure all of you know about, but here's the rundown. It's been gone since 2007, and randomly Rob Thomas, the creator of the show, made a Kickstarter to make a movie, and within 11 hours, the goal was 2 million, I think. I don't even know now. But within 11 hours, they made 2.5 million. So there's a huge fan base behind it. Apparently equally as big to Joss Whedon, which is weird. It has a lot of similar things to it, but it's a great show. I'm on season 2. I'm almost done with season 2 actually. I'm burning them to DVDs so I can watch them in the bedroom. Just streaming is not real in this house. But yeah, another thing, last thing. I won't talk too much, I guess. My favorite band since a long time broke up, My Chemical Romance. Yeah, that was a tough thing. It's still pretty tough, but I digress. Gerard Way, the lead singer, is pretty much trying to band-aid his way through so people don't hate him forever. He's releasing information about his like favorite songs, or favorite songs he plays live, or favorite songs on CDs and stuff on Twitter. He's just randomly giving facts out, and I'm like, okay, we get it. You don't want us to hate you. Understandable. And finally, his last band-aid of our hearts is he released his P.O. Box address, which means we can send him letters, and I'm totally writing him a letter, and yeah, gushing it all out and everything. And I'm also drawing him a picture of my favorite character from his comic book series, The Umbrella Academy, and I hope he enjoys it. If not, life goes on. But pretty much I'm keeping Strawn from their breakup because I never got to see them live, and that's pretty much the main reason why I'm so sad. I don't really mind that they don't make more music because they've changed so much that I'm happy with what they have. I don't ever want to be like, oh, I hate them. I hate this new sound. I've never said that yet, and now I don't have a chance to. So that's good. Why go until you're dead? Why not stop when you're in a high, if that makes sense? But I was worried that I would never see them live, and obviously I'm not going to, but I get to see probably Gerard Way still, because he's still making comics and art in some other way. So I'll probably get to see him at like a convention one day or something, and just be like, you are awesome. But yeah, so that's this video for this month and such. Hopefully I'll make more sometime soon. I don't know. More than update videos, at least. Like maybe something artsy. I don't know. We will see. Hope everyone has a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.